Gives it to Monte Edmondson. Knight Madison again loses the ball in the post. Avelos gives it up. And a missed fast break layup is rebounded offensively by Ian Hohenstein, and he gets his first bucket of the game. And after the timeout, Western New Mexico goes on a run, a 9-point scoring run so far, as OC goes down by 9 with 7:10 left. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll be right back in the Eagles Nest with this presentation of Eagles basketball after the break. Eagles Nest, Oklahoma Christian down by 9 to Western New Mexico University, 30-21, 7 minutes left in the first half.
And Callaway Dykes with the ball at the wing, passes it to Edmondson at the corner of half court. He comes down.
And Drew Tenio now has the ball.
Anthony Johnson at the wing to Callaway Dykes. Back to Anthony Johnson. Callaway Dykes, pump fakes, top three. Misses. Almost rebound by Knight.
That was a bit forced as there was 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Avelos now with the ball, guarded by Edmondson. Kicks it over to Leonard. Back to Avelos, who shoots a three and hits. Western New Mexico now up by 12 with 6:25 left in the first half after going on a great scoring run out of their timeout.
Anthony Johnson with the ball. Passes it to...
There's a foul called on the inbound pass by Drew Tenio. It looks like the pass was a bit too high for Knight Madison. But then again, Knight Madison does have great athleticism, so he could have jumped up and got it himself.
Edmondson bringing it out from out of bounds. He passes to Callaway Dykes. Looking down to Madison. Can't get it to him. Goes to Anthony Johnson. Edmondson at the wing. He drives. Kicks out to Tenio. Right back to Edmondson. He brings it up to reset.
4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Anthony Johnson's got 2 seconds. He pulls a three.
Shot
and Knight Madison with the jump ball.
Good fight from Knight Madison. A substitution, DJ Watson coming in for Anthony Johnson. And off the jump ball, it'll be Oklahoma Christian's basketball. Hopefully they'll be able to convert on this offensive possession.
Yeah, they let Western Northern Mexico get a huge run on them.
DJ Watson now with the ball. Gives it over to Callaway Dykes in the corner. Drew Tenio trying to work in the corner, but his double team. Hands it off to Knight Madison, not able to corral the pass, but he was able to rebound it. And then stolen by Joshua Johnson. Monte Edmondson able to get back on defense and stop the fast break. Avelos, another three. A foul is called on Callaway Dykes. Didn't allow Avelos to land and got in his shooting space.
Fouls on Callaway Dykes as his first foul. This is the first free throw attempt of the game
for either team. Tony Avelos hits his first free throw shot. Justin Nimmer, Anthony Johnson get ready to come back into the game. Avelos now has 4 points, looking to extend it to 5. And he does. And since he was fouled on the three-pointer, he will have one more shot.
Anthony Johnson just subbed back in, as well as
Justin Nimmer. Tony Avelo's able to hit all 3 shots from the free throw line. He's
DJ
at the
with the
run
ball.
the full
Passes
court
to
press
Nimmer.
now.
Nimmer right back to DJ. Anthony with the ball coming up. Hits Nimmer, looks down. And goes to Teniel. Teniel with the drive. Back to DJ, to Anthony at top, 4-3. And it's good.
Tony Avelos with
That is
the
his
ball.
3rd three-pointer of the game.
Joshua Johnson in the corner, guarded by Anthony Johnson. He's down low. Fighting, loose ball. A couple bodies in the
Great
corner.
defense.
Justin Nimmer gets the ball. Drew Teniel.
He passes in. And an easy 2 for Justin Nimmer.
Good job by Oklahoma
That is his
Christian
first points of
on
the
the
game.
fast break. Down by 10, with 4:30 left in the first half. Avelos with the ball. Dancing up top. Loses the ball, and DJ Watson with the steal. A foul is called, and the foul will be on Tony Avelos. That's Tony Avelos' first foul. And Jordan Dosh checking back into the game for the first time since he was subbed out.
And Anthony is bringing the ball up. Passes it to DJ. Back to Anthony up top. Edmondson looks for Anthony. Anthony drives. Anthony floats it up, and it goes in. Anthony Johnson. He has 11 points in this game.
He's the leading scorer for Oklahoma Christian. Leading scorer of the game is Jordan Doss with 17, who now has the ball guarded by DJ Watson. Gives it over to Avelos. Looks like Oklahoma Christian switched up from the zone defense, is now playing man-to-man. Very switchy man-to-man on screens, but a man-to-man nonetheless. In and out three-pointer. And Drew Teniel now with the ball.
Anthony packs it back to Teniel. To DJ at the wing. Edmondson at the wing. He drives right. Gives it to Nimmer. Nimmer brings it out to reset.
Justin Nimmer now has the ball to Monte Edmondson. Edmondson just being patient on offense. Anthony Johnson pulls up for the 3. Was off the back of the rim and tipped by Drew Teniel. And the ball travels out of bounds. And it's Oklahoma Christian basketball.
That was great hustle there by Edmondson.
And another immediate timeout. Oklahoma Christian down by 8. 3:10 left in the first half. They're just fighting so far. We'll be right back after this break with more coverage of the game here in the Eagles Nest. This is Eagle Sports Network, and we'll see you after this break.
Early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Nobody likes an awkward silence, but you can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Eagles Nest, Oklahoma Christian down by 8, 36-28 to Western New Mexico.
Western New Mexico is shooting 7 for 14 from three-point line, while Oklahoma Christian is only shooting 6 from 15.
And those three-pointers really giving Western New Mexico a big lead, as that extra point can mean a lot. The ball is tipped out of bounds by Western New Mexico as Drew Teniel tried to hit Justin Nimmer on the baseline, and it travels out of bounds. Monte Edmondson on the baseline looking to inbound the ball, calling an inbound play.
Edmondson's passing it in. He
Gives
hits.
it to Anthony Johnson. The ball is tipped again by Tony Avelos out of bounds. So Oklahoma Christian will retry that inbounds play.
Emerson's brings it again. It goes to Tenniel. Tenniel drives. Tenniel scores.
Good aggressive move by Drew Tenniel. Avelos now with the ball. Again, Oklahoma Christian coming out of the timeout with the man-to-man defense. Doss stuck on the baseline, kicks it back out. Johnson guarded by Johnson. A three-pointer from Tony Avelos misses.
Anthony looks to DJ Walter. He's running down the court. DJ has Tenniel again. Tenniel goes up and gets the foul.
The ball was a bit too far from Anthony Johnson and DJ Walter. DJ Walter had to come out, not able to get the easy layup. But Drew Tenniel draws a foul, so he'll have 2 free throws.
This is Oklahoma Christian's first free throws of the game.
Drew Tenniel setting up, looking for his first points of the game, and gets it. First free throw is good. And for Western New Mexico, Peterson subs in. Drew Tenniel sets up for his second free throw, looking to trim the lead back down to 4. But the free throw is in and out, so Oklahoma Christian is now shooting 1 or 2 from the free throw line, while Western New Mexico is shooting 3 for 3.
Oklahoma Christian went on a huge run to bring this game close.
Tony Avelos with the ball, kicks it over to the corner. Malik Johnson kicks it back out to Jordan Doss, the game's leading scorer. Marion Cash picks up the ball, kicks over to Peterson. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Avelos almost loses the ball. Has to force up a shot and almost goes in. Rebounded by Peterson, using his length. And the jump ball is called. Western New Mexico's coach isn't too happy with that offensive possession. A ball will be Western New Mexico's off the jump ball. It's Tony Avelos looking to inbound the ball. Oklahoma Christian's defense has been great so far in this game. But like Andrew has said, just giving up a bit too many three-pointers.
Absolutely.
The ball is tipped and then recovered by Cash. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for Western New Mexico. It's Cash looking for something to happen. Malik Johnson now with the ball going up against Anthony Johnson. The foul is called as Anthony Johnson reached as Malik Johnson tried to get a floater off. He'll be going to the free throw line for the second time this game.
And that is his first personal foul.
Malik Johnson misses his first free throw. That's the first missed free throw for Western New Mexico. Malik Johnson setting up for his second free throw. And so far, he is 0 for 2 from the field and now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So he's missed all his shot attempts so far this game.
And Edmondson is bringing it up. He hits DJ. DJ comes to the wing, gives it right back to Edmondson.
Monte Edmondson now with the ball. Kicks it down low to Drew Tenniel. Tenniel over to the corner to Johnson. Kicks it back out to Nimmer. Top of the key three-pointer, in and out. It was halfway down, but just didn't get a bounce and went through. And
what a block by Tenniel. He looks to Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson zeros and scores.
That could have easily been called a goaltending as the ball was headed down. But the refs didn't call it. And now Oklahoma Christian is only down by 3 with 50 seconds left in the first half. Malik Johnson with the ball. Looking to give it to Jordan Dawson, does. Jordan Doss gets a screen from Peterson. Oklahoma Christian ready for it. Doss forces a three-pointer and hits again.
Jordan Doss is 4 for 5 on 3 points, but he was quiet for that end of the first half.
Jordan Doss now has 20 points in the game. He's having a big first half for Western New Mexico, scoring pretty much half of their points. And Oklahoma Christian holding it for hopefully the last shot of the first half. Edmondson looking for a screen, shoots a three-pointer, short, rebounded by Nimmer. Back out to Edmondson, second three-pointer is short again. And that will end the first half for Oklahoma Christian. Oklahoma Christian down by 6 by Jordan Doss-led Western New Mexico University. Oklahoma Christian just fighting, but Jordan Doss has been able to take over this game so far. So they'll need to find some answers to stop him in the second half. We'll be right back with a halftime report after this break.
Oklahoma Christian University is a campus of Christ followers, educators, and learners, seekers and creators making our mark for 70 years. A college founded in 1950, that's 70 years of uncommon stories, ambitious progress, complex dialogue, and extraordinary callings. Starting with only 97 students, we've grown to over 2,000 students sharing a 200-acre community in a thriving city. We're a place defined by the collective impact of our incredible individuals. OC is home to uncommon stories. We treat each student as an individual with their own unique context. OC is home to ambitious progress. We believe excellence in our educational fields demands forward thinking, nimble creativity, and a yearning to always learn more. OC is home to complex dialogue. Our community is a safe place for students to be themselves, to ask questions, to debate, and to grow as they learn about the world around them. OC is home to extraordinary callings. Students are more than their major. We help students find Christ's calling for them and equip them to be change makers in our world. Celebrating 70 years of students and alumni who are creating the future together at Oklahoma Christian University.
My name is Tyra Peck, and I am dual certifying in elementary and early childhood education. What originally brought me to Oklahoma Christian is I play basketball here at OC, so I got a scholarship to play basketball. I actually came to a basketball camp here when I was in 7th grade, and so that's how I kind of heard about OC for the first time, and then my senior year, I just kept that in mind. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be just like my kindergarten teacher. Those littles is where I can kind of make my mark on the world. I specifically enjoy the relationships that I get to get with my students. That's something really big that we focus on here in all of my classes, and all the professors will tell you that relationships are super big. So I always like to keep that in the back of my mind because all of my students are going to remember how I made them feel. OC's education stands out because of how much experience I get before I do student teach, and of course coming from the Christian aspect, because when I go out, if I teach in a public school, I can't verbally talk about my faith, for instance. I can't say that out loud, but the way I build those relationships and the way I act to those students they can take that away from me still. Anytime someone asks, where are you going to school? What are you majoring in? I tell them that I'm in the OC education department, and they're like, wow, like your degree is going to say that you graduated from Oklahoma Christian, and that says something really huge because we do have such a good education program here. I am excited that I get to be proud to say that I've graduated from this university in the education department.
It starts from the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
My name's Christopher Sarton. I work at the Museum of the Bible as an AR/VR technician. I use game development software to help program applications for the Museum of the Bible. I graduated from Oklahoma Christian University as a computer science with gaming animation major because I wanted to share my joy of gaming with people. I really enjoyed playing games ever since I was a kid, and I thought it would be a good and interesting way to share my passions with people. There are three things that made me choose OC: my faith, the location, and the degree. I wanted to choose a college that really provided me an outlet to my faith and to grow. And there's not a lot of schools that have that kind of thing, and Oklahoma Christian was one that was pretty close by. The relationships you form and the things that you learn from your friends are really a large part of growing up as a human, and I think that's probably one of the biggest things I learned while at OC. A lot of the faculty were super cool. Professor Harbert's awesome, Chip Cooey, theology department, super cool. Jennifer Bryan is super awesome. She said at the beginning of class, "What do you want to be called?" And I was like, "Anything?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, Captain America." And she goes, "I'm not calling you Captain America." At the end of my time at OC, she actually gave me a coaster that had Captain America stuff on it. Software is always changing. Coding is always changing. New languages come out. The teachers really taught us how to think, how to look things up, and how to critically act on those things that we've learned. And all of that stuff is super useful. It teaches us how to think, how to explore, and how to use what we've learned to make amazing products. My favorite and most interesting things, the things I'm really excited about, are the experimental stuff I get to do. Currently, there's a lot of technology at the Museum of the Bible, but part of my job is getting to explore and develop in technologies we don't even have yet. Anything that lets me breach the realm of possibility and go wherever I want to help develop things that'll make the museum popular, make it interesting, or even help it flourish. That's the stuff that really, I don't know, makes me pretty happy.
Welcome at the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Elijah Johnson with your halftime report. Oklahoma Christian men's are down 33-39 to Western New Mexico, as this is the first home game with the students back in the section. So they just got done doing a half-court shot contest. So whoever made the half-court shot first got a jar full of money, as it was $1 to enter the contest. So I'm not really sure who won the contest, but along with that, they're having a barbecue, and they're also giving out these Fight for the Eagles basketball t-shirts. So the students are back there wearing a bunch of overalls and stuff. So it's great to have the students back in this game. So hopefully Oklahoma Christian gives the students from the energy from the students to come back from this 6-point deficit. That's they're down 33-39. And right now, if you've been tuning in with us, we've mentioned, me and my partner Andrew have mentioned a lot, that Western New Mexico is just being carried a lot by Jordan Doss, as he has 20 points. And there's only 4 other scorers. The next one coming close is Joshua Johnson, who hit 3-pointers near the 6-minute mark of the first half to give the quick 9 points. The next top scorer for them is Tony Avelos with 6 points, and then there's other couple of scorers with 2 points each, and that allows them to do that. But the main story for Western New Mexico is Jordan Doss with 20 points, and that's over, at least 1 point over half of their points. So Oklahoma Christian needs to figure out a way to stop Jordan Doss in the second half. They switched from a 2-3 defense to a man-to-man defense, which kind of slowed him down from the beginning of the game, as he started hot with about 15 points at the beginning of the game and then 5 points later on in the first half. But then after that, it's just been Joshua Johnson getting a bunch of threes off of just wide open passes through the perimeter to move the defense, in which they switched to the man-to-man, will stop that. But Oklahoma Christian is only shooting 40% from the field and 35% from the three-point line, 6 of 17 from 3. So live by the 3 and you die by the 3, as Western New Mexico is shooting 8 of 17 from 3. So those 2 3-pointers has given them that 6-point lead, quite literally, as they're only up by 6 points. So Oklahoma Christian either made their 3-pointers or they missed 2 of their 3-pointers. The game would have been tied either way. The top scorer for Oklahoma Christian is Anthony Johnson with 13 points in the game, and our next top scorer for them is Monte Edmondson with 6 points. And both of those players are coming off great games from last game from Arkansas Fort Smith, especially Monte Edmondson, who led all the teams in scoring from the last game. But like I said, they have to either get the 3 points shots more consistently going down, or they just need to stop Jordan Doss from controlling this game whenever he's on the court. Oklahoma Christian is being outscored on the bench points as well, as Western New Mexico has 13 bench points, while Oklahoma Christian only has 2 points from the bench. So obviously Western New Mexico is getting a bit more help besides Jordan Doss, but the scoring is a bit more spread out for Oklahoma Christian. It's just Oklahoma Christian needs to get Jordan Doss contained in the second half, and they need to get their field goal percentage up, especially the 3-point field goal percentage, if they're going to come back and win this game. Obviously, it's a tit-for-tat game, and they've been fighting super hard in this game. And just only being down by 6, coming off a player like Jordan Doss scoring 20 points is amazing, while Anthony Johnson is doing his best to try to match Jordan Doss's energy with 13 points of his own. Oklahoma Christian just needs to contain him and just contain the 3-point field goal percentage as well in order to come back in this game. And that's really the only notes I have to stop it. Other than that, Oklahoma Christian is doing great. They have plenty of defense plenty of great defense played throughout the game, forcing 5 turnovers and having a total of 12 assists. So obviously spreading the ball around. They're getting great rebounds. It's 19 to 18 rebounds, as Western New Mexico is leading in that category as well. But again, it's just neck and neck. The only defining factors is that Western New Mexico has made 2 more 3-pointers than Oklahoma Christian. That's about it. That's about all the notes I have from the first half. Hopefully Oklahoma Christian will come back more sharper and better in the second half, so they can overtake Western New Mexico and get a W in a 2-game win streak, so they can advance to 6-10 on the season. I'm here, and I'm Elijah Johnson from the halftime report, and we'll be right back with the second half in about 3 minutes after this break.
It starts from the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others.
For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies.
Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Welcome back to the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Elijah Johnson.
I'm Andrew Williams.
And we're here in the Eagle Sports Network. Oklahoma Christian down by 6, 33-39 in Western New Mexico.
The three-point percentage is one of the biggest difference why Western New Mexico is up. Western New Mexico is shooting 8 for 17, while Oklahoma Christian is shooting 6 for 17.
And that is literally the only reason why they are up, as they are only up by 6 points. And obviously, 2 more three-pointers means 6 more points. And, minus 6 points means 33-33 score.
Also, Jordan Dawes has been lights out for Western New Mexico. He has ended with 20 points, and he is shooting 8 for 11 and 4 for 5 on three-point.
Yeah, that's just about the gist of the game as the ball is inbounded and DJ Watts now has the ball. Anthony Johnson near the perimeter gives it to Justin Nimmer. Monte Edmondson gives it back to Nimmer. Back to Edmondson. Oklahoma Christian working it around the perimeter, trying to find a good shot. Good patient offense from Oklahoma Christian. Man-to-man defense from Western New Mexico. Edmondson back to DJ Walter. Extra pass to Nimmer. And Nimmer dunks it on Peterson. And that'll be a poster probably plastered all around Oklahoma Christian social media. And then a foul is called on Justin Nimmer as Tony Avelos, goes to the free throw line.
That also gave Nimmer 4 points, and what a way to get him.
It's just a great aggressive play. The students back in the stands and trying to distract Tony Avelos from the free throw lines just by chanting his name. Didn't really do much as he made the first free throw. The second free throw is up and good.
He is 5 for 5 on free throws.
Monte Edmondson advancing the ball. Gives it to DJ Walter. Swings it over to Anthony Johnson. Jutinho spin move. And the ball is knocked out of his hands and recovered by Western New Mexico. Peterson with the ball gives it to Cash. Cash brings the ball back and gives it to Avelos to set up the offense. Cash over to the corner. Johnson, Avelos, down low. A missed layup, 2 missed layups, and rebounded by Justin Nimmer. Anthony Johnson over to Edmondson. Pump fake, a drive, kick out to Johnson. Three-pointer is off and rebounded by Cash. These teams are pretty much evenly matched so far this game. Avelos guarded by Edmondson. Avelos' floater is off, rebounded by Peterson, but he blows a wide open layup, and Monte Edmondson wrestles it from the big man. Justin Nimmer is caught for a charge, and charge is called. That'll be Nimmer's first foul. The charge was drawn by Marion Cash.
Peterson is also 0 for 4 with 3 missed layups in this game.
And Peterson missed 3 layups and got a poster on him as he is checked out of the basketball game. Avelos kicks it over to Cash, gives it to the game's top scorer, Doss. Doss receives the screen and gives it over to Johnson. Malik Johnson gives it to Avelos. Driving down low against Anthony Johnson, high off the backboard over 2 outstretched players' arms and in. Oklahoma Christian down by 8 now, 43-35.
That is 10 points for Tony Avelos.
Anthony Johnson now with the ball. Swings it over to Edmondson. Edmondson, ball is stripped out of his hands and recovered by Jordan Doss. Jordan Doss taking it all by himself and gets a reverse layup to go in. He's looking at the referee trying to get an and-one call, but not able to get it.
And that is the first score for Jordan Doss, who had a hot start in the first half. And he now has 22.
And an off-the-ball foul as Drew Tinio goes down. A foul will be on Robert Banks. And that is his first foul of the game. Edmondson receives the inbound ball pass. Drew Tinio catches an air pass, gives it back out to Edmondson. Gets it to the corner, and DJ Walter back out to Edmondson as he resets the offense with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Edmondson guarded by Banks, gives it to DJ Walter, size mismatch. Edmondson pulls up for three-pointer, short. And that's the third three-pointer that has landed short for Monte Edmondson in this game. Ball sails out of bounds, and it'll be Oklahoma Christian basketball.
Edmondson is shooting 2 for 7 on 3. He is not looking great out there.
Excuse me, a foul was called on Tony Avelos. It's a bailout foul for Oklahoma Christian, so they're still struggling to find their offensive groove in the second half. Drew Tenio, aggressive, and draws a foul.
That is Jordan Doss' second foul.
Sending Drew Tenio to the line.
This is his second time at the line. He is 1 for 2.
And Jordan Doss just communicating with the refs, holding up the game so far. Drew Tenio, first free throw is up and good.
He is now 2 for 3 on free throws.
He's looking to go 3 for 4 and get his 5th point of the game. And again, Oklahoma Christian, without Curlin Kenner, this game, it seems like his three-point prowess is really missed so far. Drew Tenio going 2 for 2 from the line. Avelos gives it over and gets the ball back, guarded by Edmondson. Pass to the corner as Banks and Avelos playing two-man game right now, passing it back and forth from each other. Monte Edmondson with great defense, but just a good shot from Tony Avelos as he's complaining about a foul call. In Western New Mexico, his coach just yelling at his players to get back as they're complaining to the refs.
For Tony Avelos, he has 12 points and 4 just in this half. He has had a good start to the second half.
Justin Nemler kicks it over to Monte Edmondson. Oklahoma Christian using up all the shot clock they can so far, being really patient on offense. Drew Tenio, baseline jumper is good.
And for Tenio, he has 7 points.
Tony Avelos waving off Robert Banks. Banks gives him a screen. And the switch, DJ Watson now guarding Avelos. And Monte Edmondson steals the ball. Gives it to DJ Walter, who gets a fast break layup. Western New Mexico looking very frustrated on the court so far.
And that was DJ's 7th point of this game.
Robert Banks and the coach for Western New Mexico having an argument so far on the court. Banks backing down Edmondson, kicks over to Avelos in the corner. And the pass is lost, but gives it right back to Doss, and Doss hits another three-pointer.
Jordan Doss is 5 for 6 on threes with 25 points.
Despite the miscommunication from Western New Mexico and all the error mistakes that they've made, Jordan Doss probably single-handedly leading his team to this lead so far. Drew Tenio avoids a foul call, but gets it off the backboard and lays it back in. Oklahoma Christian only down by 7, and Drew Tenio getting 7 of his 9 points in the second half. Banks backing down DJ Walter, forces up a layup and is missed. Banks again complaining to the refs. DJ Walter getting a loose ball and gets another layup. DJ Walter laughing back up the court. Oklahoma Christian now only down by 5. DJ Walter has 9 points.
DJ Walter and Tenio are really bringing this game back in the second half.
And the fans starting to get into it. The chants getting louder and louder as the game goes by. And a near turnover and another turnover for Western New Mexico. And a timeout is called as Oklahoma Christian fights their way back 45-50. Western New Mexico looking really frustrated so far on the court, and Oklahoma Christian fans and students getting into the game, a real hype. We'll be right back after this break with more coverage of the game.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
but I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Nobody likes an awkward silence. You can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed.
Only
So when
down
it was
by
time to
5, as Western New Mexico is super frustrated so far in this second half.
Robert Banks, by the way, is shooting 0 for 3 with 0 points on the board. And it's looked like he's getting really frustrated with himself and the coach and the refs.
Yeah, Western New Mexico is arguing a lot of foul calls so far in this game, not getting back on defense and allowing Oklahoma Christian to get fast break layups. Western New Mexico only up by 5 so far out there, being up by 9. Oklahoma Christian slowly but surely chipping their way back into this game. Malik Johnson now with the ball, hands it over to Jordan Doss. Gives it over to Johnson. Johnson going down the middle of the floor. His floater is off, rebounded by Nike Madison. Gives it to Monte Edmondson. DJ Walter now with the ball. Gives over to Monte Edmondson, over to Anthony Johnson. Drives baseline and throws the ball away as a turnover for Oklahoma Christian. Joshua Johnson now with the ball. Is it over? Picks up his dribble. And Jordan Doss with another three-pointer, and that is good.
Jordan Doss, that is now 6 for 7 on three-pointers with 28 points. He is still red hot in the second half.
Oklahoma Christian needs to find a way to slow down Jordan Doss if they're ever going to win this game. DJ Walter looking to answer the three-pointer but missed. Drew Tinian with the offensive rebound over to Monte Edmondson. As he draws the foul, and he will go to the free throw line.
This is Edmondson's first free throws. And the foul was on Jordan Doss, and that is his third foul.
So Western New Mexico's leading scorer now in foul trouble. 3 fouls in the game. Without Jordan Doss, Oklahoma Christian has a great chance. Monte Edmondson's first free throw is up and good. Justin Nimmer checking into the ball game. He's taking on Anthony Johnson. Monte Edmondson now has 7 points, looking for his 8th with his next free throw. One of the few times the stands will be quiet this game. Monte Edmondson misses his free throw. And Jordan Doss with the rebound gets it to Joshua Johnson.
He shot 1 for 2 at the line.
Joshua Johnson kicks it over. Gives it to Jordan Doss, guarded by Drew Tinian, hoping to slow him down. And a good back screen gives it over to Jordan Doss, wide open in the corner. He misses a 3, a rare miss from Jordan Doss.
That is Jordan Doss's first miss of this half.
Justin Nimmer weaving through the defense and gets a layup. Outlet pass over to Arnett. Arnett stuck. It forces a layup up, and then it's off. Great defense from Justin Nimmer. Edmondson gives it over to Drew Tinian. Pump fakes, gets past his defender. Tries to hands it to Nike Madison, but he loses the ball and a turnover as Malik Johnson gets the ball. Arnett now with it. And Monte Edmondson coming in. He wrestles the ball. The game getting a little chippy now with that. And Monte Edmondson coming up with the ball. A jump ball is called.
Very chippy indeed. This game is close.
The referee talking to Western New Mexico's head coach, telling them that his players need to calm down before some technical fouls will be handed out. Looks like this will be a full media timeout, so we'll be right back with this game after this break.
It starts from the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards.
Sports Network, Oklahoma Christian down by 5 to Western New Mexico. Joshua Johnson getting the ball up to Arnett. Back to Johnson, gives it a deep toss. Couple more passes, leads it down low, forcing up a layup and is off. Rebounded by Drew Tenniel.
Western New Mexico down low has not looked good at all this half.
They've been having a lot of missed layups so far this game. Justin Nimmer kicks it over to Edmondson. Edmondson gives it down low to Knight Madison as he fights for position. Knight Madison again loses the ball. Knight Madison has had a lot of loose balls so far this game, and he's really frustrated with himself.
That is his 4th turnover for this game.
Jordan Doss gets a fast break layup, but DJ Walter wraps him up before he can go up, and he will head to the free throw line.
This is Jordan Doss's first free throw attempt, and if he makes both, he will get 30 points.
And fans chanting Jordan's name, not really sure what that'll do, as it seems more as encouragement than trying to distract him. And Jordan Doss now has 29 points with his first made free throw. Jordan Doss now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. He's just shooting great throughout the game in every category so far.
And he now has 30 points in this game with 10 minutes left in the second half. What will he end up with?
Scoring over half of New Mexico's points. Drew Tenniel, guarded by Jordan Doss, pulls up off the back of the rim and rebounded by Malik Johnson, who advances the ball. Malik Johnson with a crossover picks up the ball and gives it to Jordan Doss. Joshua Johnson kicks it over to Arnett. Arnett picks up his dribble, tries to force it down low to Jordan Doss, but Drew Tenniel tips it away and is stolen by Oklahoma Christian. DJ Walter bringing the ball up the floor, kicks it over to Drew Tenniel. And Justin Nimmer over to Edmondson, back to Nimmer. Nimmer driving baseline, double teamed, gives it Knight Madison. And Knight Madison elevating, not able to get the layup to fall, but he draws a foul.
This is Knight's first free throw attempt at the line.
The foul will be on Ian Hohenstein. And this is his second foul of the game, excuse me. Knight Madison struggling so far this game. Hopefully these 2 free throws get him back on track. He only needs 1 to go down to gain more confidence.
Knight Madison is shooting 2 for 6 at the line, 0 for 1 on threes, and he's 0 for 1 on free throws right now. And he gets the second free throw. Anthony Johnson in for Knight Madison.
And Western New Mexico bringing the ball up the floor. Arnett with the ball, hands it off to Joshua Johnson. Malik Johnson receives a screen. Justin Nimmer switches on him. Arnett, floater, air ball, rebounded by Justin Doss, who gets a wild reverse layup to go down.
Jordan Doss now has 32 points.
Justin Nimmer with the ball, stolen by Arnett. Arnett with the breakaway layup. And just like that, Western New Mexico is back up by 10. It's Oklahoma Christian turning the ball over and not making their free throws so far this game. DJ Walter with the ball gives it to Monte Edmondson. Anthony Johnson surveying the floor. Gives it over to Justin Nimmer. DJ Walter pulls up for three-pointer, and that is off. Offensive rebound for Jutinho, kicks it back out to Anthony Johnson. His three-pointer is off. Just like that, Oklahoma Christian still struggling from the three-point line. Hands it over to Jordan Doss, who gets a dunk to go down.
And Jordan Doss now has 34 and is forced a timeout after that amazing dunk.
And there's a stoppage in the game as they have to fix the net in order to continue. Josiah Turner and Amarian Cash check into the game. Jordan Doss taking a break, and so is Arnett. Monte Edmondson advancing the ball. Oklahoma Christian down by 12. Justin Nimmer on the perimeter kicks over to Anthony Johnson. DJ Watson now with the ball. And Drew Tinio working near the baseline. Backs down his defender. Gets caught up, hands it over to Justin Nimmer, who gets a layup to go down. Timeout on the floor is Oklahoma Christian. Just a lead down to 10. And with Jordan Doss out, hopefully Oklahoma Christian can find some answers on defense and some more answers on offense as well, especially from the three-point line, in order to come down and get this lead back down to single digits.
For free throws, we are shooting 4 for 6, and for a percentage, we are shooting 44.2%, while our three-point percentage is 30%.
Compared 30%. Compared 27% from three-point field goals, only 6 of 2022. Only 6 of 22 for Oklahoma Christian, as Western New Mexico is shooting 50% from the three-point line, 10 of 20. They're also shooting better overall from the field, 45%, as they're shooting 22 of 48, and Oklahoma Christian is only shooting 20 for 47.
Also, for Jordan Doss, he has 34 points, and his career high is 38 points when it was against St. Edwards versus Texas A&M Kingsville. If Doss might have a career night tonight for his points.
Jordan Doss, he's only the sixth scorer to get 30 points in the game this season in the Lone Star Conference. The highest scorer so far in the season for any team is Daniel Vinzett with 38 points of St. Edwards versus Texas A&M Kingsville. That says 30 points, and Rhett's second on that list so far this season. This has to be a career high for Jordan Doss as well. Josiah Turner with the ball, guarded by Tinio. Kicks over to Cash. Cash driving baseline against Anthony Johnson. Picks up his dribble and kicks it back out. Malik Johnson guarded by DJ Walters. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Cash, floater over Anthony Johnson is good. It looks like Western New Mexico has found a light at the end of the tunnel.
That is
after
also
that
his
timeout.
first points for the game.
DJ Walter kicks it over to Justin Nimmer as Oklahoma Christian tries to find some answers offensively. Baseline fadeaway for DJ Walter, draws a foul.
Good defense, JT.
Foul be on Josiah Turner.
This is DJ Walter's first free throw attempts.
Oklahoma Christian only shooting 5 of 8 so far from the free throw line. As another timeout is called. We'll be right back with DJ Walter's free throw after this break. live for Eagle Sports Network. Both teams coming out of the timeouts, and DJ Walter setting up for his first free throws of the game. DJ Walter misses his first free throw.
DJ Walter also has 9 points in this game.
Looking for his 10th with this next free throw. And he makes it. Oklahoma Christian now down by 11, 52-63. Joshua Johnson advancing the ball for Western New Mexico. Kicks over to Cash. Cash gives it to Malik Johnson. Malik Johnson is a couple pass fakes and is now dancing up top. Drives down low, kicks it out to Turner. Resetting the offense is Western New Mexico. Gets past Monte Edmondson. Monte Edmondson has to foul Joshua Johnson off that layup attempt.
That's Edmondson's second foul in this game.
The foul will go to Drew Tenniel instead of Monte Edmondson. Joshua Johnson setting up for the free throw, makes it. He now has 10 points in the game. It's only the third double-digit scorer for Western New Mexico. Obviously, Jordan Doss with 34 points, and Tony Avelos, who has 12 points. And Johnson makes both free throws, and Oklahoma Christian looking to respond. Jordan Doss and Avelos getting ready to check back in as well for Western New Mexico. DJ Walter kicks it over to Monte Edmondson. Back out to DJ Walter, shoots the three-pointer and misses.
DJ Walter is not looking good at the three-point line. He is shooting 1 for 6 this half.
DJ Walter obviously frustrated with himself. He tries to hype himself up. Knight Madison checking into the game for the Eagles as Justin Nimmer takes a break.
Also, for the three-point, they are northern Western Mexico. They are shooting 10 for 20 at three-point line, while Oklahoma Christian's only shooting 6 for 22.
Turner with the ball for Western New Mexico. Gives the ball up and gets it right back. Guarded by DJ Walter, driving baseline. Forces up a layup and gets a foul. Foul be on Drew Tenniel. That's his third foul of the game.
This is Josiah Turner's first shot and free throws in the game.
Turner's first free throw is short, bounces off the rim and out. Josiah Turner getting ready to shoot his second free throw, and he misses that as well. Fight for the ball goes to Knight Madison.
Josiah Turner still has 0 points this game.
Monte Edmondson guarded by Avelos. Gives it to Tenniel. Knight Madison with the ball, gives it back out to Edmondson. Drew Tenniel down low in the baseline, and is caught for a foul is called down low. That foul be on Jordan Doss as he has 4 fouls in the game. Oklahoma Christian is now in the bonus. Jordan Doss gets checked out. Malik Johnson coming in for him. Tenniel at the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. 1-on-1 situation. He gets one more. Drew Tenniel now has 10 points on the game.
Oklahoma Christian's really going to need a comeback starting with 6 minutes left, and we're down possibly 11 points.
Drew Tenniel goes 2 for 2 from the line this time. Looks like Oklahoma Christian will extend their defense to full court. Cash advancing the ball. Gets trapped, falls down, but a foul is called on DJ Walter. Referee says he tripped Cash. Coach Talling nor DJ Walter agree with that foul call. And that puts Western New Mexico on the free throw line for a 1-on-1 situation.
This is Amarian Cash, first free throws of the game.
Amarian Cash, his first free throw is good. So with that make, he'll get one more at the line.
Amarian Cash is Northern Western is 8 for 10 on free throws. And Amarian Cash just made it 9 for 11 on free throws.
West New Mexico shooting really well from the free throw line. Amarian Cash has 4 points in the game as Edmondson gives it to Drew Tenio. Up top to Knight Madison. And Knight Madison's pass is tipped out of bounds by Tony Avelos. Drew Tenio inbounding the ball for Oklahoma Christian. Looking for Anthony Johnson and gets it to him. Screen from Knight Madison over to Drew Tenio. Thought about a three-pointer but didn't go for it. Decides to work in the post, gets trapped baseline. Gives it to Knight Madison. Knight Madison's hook shot is short and rebounded by Hohenstein.
Knight Madison is now 2 for 7 in this game. It's just not looking great down there in the paint.
Knight Madison struggling so far this game after coming off a strong performance last game after having 12 points and 7 rebounds. Cash draws a foul on Anthony Johnson and gets an and-one opportunity. That is Anthony Johnson's second foul of the game.
Amarian Cash is back at the free throw line after that and one with a total of 6 points, possibly 7.
Oklahoma Christian now down by 16 points. Justin Nimmer checking in, taking out Knight Madison. Monte Edmondson bringing the ball at the floor for Oklahoma Christian. Anthony Johnson now with the ball, gives it back to Edmondson. Back to Johnson, looking for somebody down low, gets it to Tenio. Tenio fighting a bunch of hands in the lane, forces a shot up and hits it.
Tenio now has 13 points. Trying to get Oklahoma Christian back in this game, but it might be too late.
Avelos now with the ball, hands it over. Cash kicks it over to Turner. Back to Avelos, who receives the screen from Hohenstein. Draws against Tenio, and he gets an and-one opportunity. Avalos looking for his 15th point of the game. And he gets it.
Tony Avalos is also 6 for 6 on free throw line with 15 points.
DJ Walter over to Justin Nimmer. Anthony Johnson up top looking for something to happen. Nimmer trying to give it to Tenio near the baseline, not able to. And now he does. Tenio trying to work. Gets double team, kicks it back out to DJ Walter, and the jump ball is called as Josiah Turner comes in and ties up DJ Walter. Well, it looks like a foul call is called on Justin or Josiah Turner instead, as one of the referees overrules another. That'll be Turner's second foul, and DJ Walter headed to the free throw line. DJ Walter misses the free throw on the 1-on-1 attempt, and rebounded by Cash. Avalos bringing the ball up the floor. Gives it to Turner, back to Avalos, guarded by Monte Edmondson. Looking for Hohenstein down low. Thought about a three-pointer, but decided to pass it up. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for Western New Mexico. Hohenstein with the screen. Avalos takes a step back. Has to force up the shot off the back of the rim. But instead, a shot clock violation is called instead. An immediate timeout is called by Western New Mexico. So we'll be right back with more coverage of the second half. 3:46 left. Oklahoma Christian down 56-73 We'll be right back after this break.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Eagle Sports Network. Oklahoma Christian down to Western New Mexico 56-73.
Turnovers have been the biggest difference in this game. Northern Mexico has 8 turnovers, while Oklahoma Christian has 11. But Western Northern Mexico has scored 21 off of Oklahoma Christian's turnovers, while Oklahoma Christian has only scored 12 off of Northern Western turnovers.
Anthony Johnson now with the ball, advancing it for Oklahoma Christian, guarded by Avalos. Gets the screen from Tenio. Johnson looking to do it all by himself, but a blocking foul is called on Hohenstein. So Edmondson will inbound the ball for Oklahoma Christian. Edmondson gets it to Nimmer. Hohenstein kind of lagging off of Nimmer, daring him to shoot the three-pointer. Nimmer gives it to DJ Watson instead. Over to Tenio. Baseline jumper is up in air ball. Rebounded by Avalos as Hohenstein kept it out of Justin Nimmer's hands. Joshua Johnson now with the ball, guarded by Anthony Johnson. And it looks like Western New Mexico will start trying to chip time off the clock, slowly but surely on the offensive end. Receives the screen from Hohenstein. Johnson wrapping around the court. Gives it to Avalos. Avalos gets another bucket to fall.
Avalos now has 17 points, shooting 4 for 8, 5 for 7, and 1 for 3 on 3.
Jordan Doss also checked back into the game. DJ Watson gives it to Drew Tenio. Drew Tenio draws a foul call. Foul be on Malik Johnson.
That is his second foul for Malik Johnson.
Drew Tenio going to the free throw line for a 1-for-1 opportunity. Drew Tenio's first free throw is up and good.
And he is shooting 6 for 7 on free throws. As a team, though, they're shooting 8 for 13.
Drew Tenio looking for his 15th point of the game. Gets it. Going 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Western New Mexico gives it to Avalos as he goes against Monte Edmondson's full court defense. Joshua Johnson again trying to chip time off the clock. Not really pushing Oklahoma Christian to do anything. Seems like Oklahoma Christian will either get more aggressive on defense or try to hit more shots on offense to come back in this game with 2 minutes left in the second half. Edmondson in the corner gives it to Drew Tenio. Drew Tenio getting a lot of touches here late in the game, and he loses the ball. Stolen by Western New Mexico. That is their 12th turnover of the game. Joshua Johnson now guarded by Monte Edmondson, who's guarding him much closer and more aggressively than Anthony Johnson did. Justin Nimmer tried to come down and get a steal. But Not able to. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Joshua Johnson drives down low. And Monte Edmondson comes up with the ball. Gives it to Drew Teniel. And he loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma Christian basketball. They're going to have to review the out-of-bounds call. So the rest will go to the replay center to see who's it really out on. Oklahoma Christian down 58-75.
For Oklahoma Christian, shooting percentage is another big issue with this game. They have 42%, only 26.1% from three-point line, and 61.5% from the free throw. While Northern New Mexico, they have 49 for field goal, 50 at the three-point, and 76.5 at free throw.
Right now, they're looking at the replay center, trying to see if Malik Johnson or Drew Teniel is the last one to touch the ball. As of right now, if I'm being honest, it looked like Drew Teniel just lost the ball. We'll try to look at it from another angle. We're still waiting on the decision from the refs. From another angle, it looks like it's off Drew Teniel's leg. So it should be Western New Mexico's ball.
And this will make 13 turnovers for Oklahoma Christian.
And it is Western New Mexico's ball, so that 13 turnover is now official. .115 left in the game. Oklahoma Christian down 58-75 to Western New Mexico. And it's looking grimmer and grimmer for a comeback chance. Avalos gives it to Joshua Johnson. Oklahoma Christian looking to trap them somewhere, but not able to, as they're just getting the ball away from him as the help defender comes through. Justin Nimmer guarding Joshua Johnson. 55 seconds left in the game. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Avalos kicks it over to the corner. Malik Johnson pump fake. One dribble pull up is short. And rebounded by Drew Teniel. Teniel kicks it over to the side of the court. Monte Edmondson. Edmondson drives, gives it to Justin Nimmer, who gets a layup to fall. Oklahoma Christian now down by 15, 30 seconds left. And it looks like Western New Mexico will try to use all the shot clock they can. And if they do, that will mean they Justin Nimmer with the steal. Another layup for Nimmer. Quick 4 points for him. Oklahoma Christian now only down by 13 points. 19 seconds left in the game. Justin Nimmer has 12 points in the game. A foul is called on Teniel. That means Jordan Doss now has 36 points in the game.
He is shooting 14 for 18 after that shot and 6 for 8 on 3. What a night he is having.
Scoring just about half of Western New Mexico's points. Jordan Doss looking to edge closer and closer to scoring the most points this season in the Lone Star Conference. Again, the most points scored this season is 38 points. And if he makes his free throws, he'll only be 1 point down. Edmondson bringing the ball up the floor. It looks like he'll let time tick off the clock. 62-78 will be the score for Oklahoma Christian as they fall to Western New Mexico. Oklahoma Christian just not able to contain Jordan Doss and his team as they are now 5-11 on the season. Western New Mexico advances to 8-4 on the season. We'll be right back with the post-game report after this break.
Oklahoma Christian University is a campus of Christ followers, educators, and learners, seekers and creators making our mark for 70 years. a college founded in 1950. That's 70 years of uncommon stories, ambitious progress, complex dialogue, and extraordinary callings. Starting with only 97 students, we've grown to over 2,000 students sharing a 200-acre community in a thriving city. We're a place defined by the collective impact of our incredible individuals. OC is home to uncommon stories. We treat each student as an individual with their own unique context. OC is home to ambitious progress. We believe excellence in our educational fields demands forward thinking, nimble creativity, and a yearning to always learn more. OC is home to complex dialogue. Our community is a safe place for students to be themselves, to ask questions, to debate, and to grow as they learn about the world around them. OC is home to extraordinary callings. Students are more than their major. We help students find Christ's calling for them and equip them to be change makers in our world. Celebrating 70 years of students and alumni who are creating the future together at Oklahoma Christian University.
For 90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Welcome to the post-game report for your Oklahoma Christian men's basketball as they fall to Western New Mexico 62-78. Jordan Doss scoring the second highest points but in anyone in the Lone Star Conference this season, as he had 37 points. The highest scored is 38 points, so he was only 1 point off. And he scored pretty much half of the team's points, or pretty much over half the team's points. So Oklahoma Christian never was able to find an answer for Jordan Doss. But also he got some help for Joshua Johnson, who had 11 points, only 2 points of those coming in the second half. So he had 9 of his 11 points in the first half. And Tony Avalos, who had 17 points throughout the entire game. Top scorers for Oklahoma Christian is Drew Tenio with 15 points, Justin Nimmer with 12, and Anthony Johnson with 13 points. J.J. Watchell also joins the club at having double figures points, as he had 10 points in the game. But the three-point shooting percentage just wasn't there for Oklahoma Christian, as they only shot 25% from the three-point line, 6 of 24, and most of those 6 came in the first half, as they didn't really hit any in the second half either. compared to Western New Mexico, as they shot 10 for 21 from the three-point line, 47%. Like I said, during the halftime report, if they weren't able to get the three-pointers to fall, then they would fall in this game, in which they did, as Western New Mexico completely outperformed them in that category. Oklahoma Christian also struggled with turnovers, as they had 13 turnovers, in the game as well, as they only shot 42% from the field overall, and Western New Mexico shot 48% from the field overall as well. So it looks like Western New Mexico just shot better from the field than Oklahoma Christian, and if you make more shots in the basketball game, which is the gist of the entire game, you obviously win the game. So Western New Mexico was able to get that. Oklahoma Christian loses just their first game after winning the last game against Arkansas Fort Smith. So now they're not really on a losing streak anymore, but they just want to get on the winning streak late in the season to improve their standings as we're inching closer and closer to the playoffs. There are 5-11 of the season so far, so just under 500, and they just lost the game off of three-pointers and letting Jordan Doss basically get whatever he wanted throughout the entire game. That was your post-game report, because that's really all there is to report about. So we'll be right back with the coverage of the next home game here in the Eagles Nest for women's and men's, as the women's game was postponed today. But so unfortunately, we weren't able to see them play. So that's all for Eagles Sports Network here in the Eagles Nest. We'll see you next time.
It starts from the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at, because it helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.